Hi everyone, how was your week, guys? I hope everyone is doing fantastic. I'm doing good. I'm starting this week by fumigating the kitchen and the pantry, and then I'll also be baking a cake. I'm going to take you through that. But first, let's talk about the fumigation part. I noticed a few cockroaches recently because honestly, for a very long time, I've not had cockroaches in this house. But now, since they have started coming, I don't want them to honestly multiply. So I want to do a thorough fumigation. I don't know, maybe you guys can help me. You can suggest to me the not really the best way of fumigating. Like right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do two things at the same time. I'm going to remove all the utensils from the shelves, all of them, even from the pantry, and then I will fumigate. I'll wipe the shelves, wash the utensils, and return them back. Like that is something that without fumigating, that is something that I always do every quarter of the year. Like the last time we did this was in December, but then there were no cockroaches. But since they have come here, we need to ensure that we tame them before they multiply. But I'll really love, do you guys know of any suggestions of any product that can help me, um like can help clear the cockroaches without me having to remove everything, because again the powder or the sprays are poisonous. So like I'm just assuming, like once I remove everything and then Viombos move out with the cockroaches, some of them, or just a few, and then I wipe everywhere. This, of course, fumigate. Nikirudisha yenye imebaki irudi. Now what happens? That means that I'll still be having the cockroaches or what? So if I'll get any idea or any suggestion of any product, like maybe a diffuser, something that you just put somewhere and then it cockroaches won't come in or they will die. Bora isikue, what do you call it, isikue like hii kama ya kushika panya. I've seen people using those things for killing cockroaches, and I'm like, I don't think whether that one will be so effective, because it's not like for now there are so many and I don't know where they'll be passing. So if I'll get maybe a sticker or maybe a diffuser or maybe something that will be like will ensure that the cockroaches don't come in, I'll really appreciate. Or like I'm thinking kuna ile ya mbu yenye tunaweka kwa socket and then it diffuses and then the mosquitoes don't come in, like maybe something like that for cockroaches. I'll really appreciate. Yeah, so that is what I'm going to do. I have a lot of work to do, guys, but I have help. So my siblings are around. I have people that will help me. There's the lady that always help me throughout the week to clean the house. She will also be here tomorrow, so I'll be helped, and that won't take like a very long time. So I think the only thing that I need to do right now, I will have to remove all the utensils jioni. Like right now it's around 7 p.m. So before I go to sleep, I will remove everything and then nimwage hiyo dawa. I'm actually using two just in case one is not so strong, the other one works, because I really want to get them out of this place. Then in the morning, because now it's in those packets or the product for killing mende, most of them are written you have to let them sit for some time before you arrange the place again. So I'm going to leave it overnight and then I'll work on it in the morning. So yeah, so that is what is actually bothering me right now. It's going to be a lot of work, but once I'm done, I'll really feel good that the space will be reorganized, cleaned, and all that. Yeah, so again, we're celebrating 10,000 followers on Instagram. That's honestly a very good milestone that we have achieved. So I'll always be doing this with you guys. Like any milestone we achieve, little milestones, I'll be baking a cake. So I'm going to quickly bake a cake and then decorate it. On the decoration part, I'm honestly not so sure about that because I have not explored on decorating a cake. I'm going to do maybe a simple decoration. Hopefully it's gonna turn out well. If it won't turn out well, then we will just eat the cake the way it comes out. But for baking, I'm good. Decorating, I'm going to explore it because it's something that I want to really actively explore. But one thing about me, I'm the kind of person that just goes through a recipe, follows it step by step, and whatever I prepare comes out perfectly. So I hope that will also come out well. So what I'm going to do, guys, is this. I'm going to first bake with you guys. Like I'll prepare the cake, put it in the oven, and then remove the utensils. Then before I fumigate, because that's the last thing that I'll do after we've taken our meals, I will first decorate the cake, maybe preserve it or put it in the fridge, and then in the morning, that is when we're going to have it tomorrow. So after we are done with all that and even having dinner, but I'm not going to take you guys through our dinner. I'm also only going to bake the cake with you guys. So once we're done with that, we will do the fumigation, will be the last thing. And then out tomorrow is where a lot of activities will happen, because I'll need to wipe everything, reorganize, wash the utensils. Honestly, ni kazi mingi, but I'm just so sure that, of course, once I'm done, I'll really feel great after everything is back in place. So before we start with the baking, let me just show you very few items that I recently got for decorating the cake, and just a few things that I have bought. So yeah, so the first extra thing that I got for my cake is this baking tin. It's actually Pyrex baking tin. It has removable base, like unaweza detach and then you remove, inabaki na keki huku, and then you can just plate it like that. Yeah, so I have another one exactly like this. I got this one because I'm going to make double cake and then I'll decorate it. Hapo kwa decoration ndio siko sure, but for baking that one is fine. And then now this decorative, it's for decorating the icing tip. Again, I'm hoping that I'll be able to do something with it. This one is for the major cake, I'm sure. I'm going to learn about it mbio too. And then these small ones looks like the ones that you use to decorate like what do you call it? What do you call the two small cakes? Queen cakes. Sorry, the queen cakes. And then now there's this one for now the major cake. So I'm actually going to give it a try. If it comes out well, sawa. Ikikata, we will try another time. But honestly, I'm just doing it for fun. I'll always be decorating my small cakes here and there. But now, of course, for major cakes, I always order. Siwezi jichocha nita decorate a big cake for a major event or a major milestone or something. Yeah. So again, I got these measuring spoons. The reason as to why I picked these, let me first check. The reason as to why I picked these is because we always assume that our normal spoons will do the measurement. Okay, maybe they will, but now I want you guys to look at this. Hii nimeka margarine. Like, this one is actually a cup. All along, before I got these measuring cups a while back, like there's this one cup, there's a half, and going all the way down. Like, I have all these set of cups. Even this one is a quarter, and even the half. Honestly, I measured this alongside now the cup that before I got this, the cup that I used to use when measuring my ingredients. Hii ni kama almost nusu ya hiyo. That is what actually made me get this, so that I can get accurate measurements. And again, with cakes, you just have to be accurate. If you don't measure your things correctly, there's just something that won't come out well. So I got these spoons. Actually, everything that I'm showing you right now was shopped by the only Beatrice that always shops my items from Kamukunji, because they're very affordable. Honestly, I cannot remember all the prices. Now that is the problem. But these measuring spoons, I might just tag the prices down below. And then something else, this turntable for decorating the cake. This one, again, it's my first time experimenting this, and I'm hoping that it's gonna make my oh, actually it's definitely movable to make my decoration easy. So someone told me that this one helps experts decorate. No, but I'm hoping that it's gonna help me decorate as well. If I can remember very well, this one was 2,500, and it's big. It's quite big. It's plastic. It's flexible, and yeah, and that. Yeah, this one was 2,500. I'm sure I also can remember the prices of these ones. These ones were 600 and 400. Yeah, so that is all I got for my cake decoration. We're gonna see whether that one will come out successful. But for now, let's focus on the baking part. And then over here, I got these 2-tire. It's a utensil drying rack. I wanted the 3-tire one, but now the main problem is the space that I have pale kwa vyombo it's like from here, like the height here I can accommodate 3 tires, so that is why I went for a 2 tire rack. So this one I'm not going to unbox it, guys. You will definitely interact with it when we will be doing our things on the other side. And then now, considering that I got a 2 tire, that means that I won't be having a lot of space to dry up my utensils. I also added on my drying mat. Well, this 2 tire rack was, I think, 2,500 or 3,000. I'm gonna check it and tag you the price. And then I got a lot of drying mats. So these are the utensil drying mats, because I know very well that most of my utensils won't fit in that rack. So this type. And today I got another one that because the problem with these ones, you have to wash them and dry them oftenly. I got another rubber one, this rubber one. So clearly with this one, you just wipe it and then you reuse this almost immediately. Yeah, so that is. Oh, so the final thing that I got is this knife for spreading the topping, the icing thing, or what is it, frosting? Yeah, ya kutengeneza hiyo the white stuff. So we're gonna experiment and see, but with time it's gonna, maybe after the first time we will do it perfectly. Yeah, so I got the knife as well. I'm sure that is all. Now the only problem that I, or the challenge that I had, is with the tin. Tin sio ya kamkunji. This one I bought it from Naivas, and there's a certain size of a tin that it was an impromptu purchase because I forgot to order the tins, the exact size of the tins that I wanted from this place, because Beatrice shopped them from Kamkunji, from a shop that specifically sells baking items. So ingekuwa vizuri kama ningemtuma pia tins, but I forgot, so I had to pick this today from Naivas, and I hope it's gonna just do it, because I have this one exactly the same, this one over here. Yeah, so that is it, guys, with all the items that I got. So let's proceed and start baking. Just a quick one on baking, guys. So I started by baking, and one very important thing about baking is that you have to ensure that you measure your ingredients correctly, because if you don't, something will just not come out correctly. I'm saying that because a lot of people have been inboxing me on Instagram or on TikTok asking me why my cake doesn't crack, why my cake comes out this way. And one of the reasons could be that people maybe measure the ingredients using the normal spoons. Just get a set of measuring spoons. The entire set can be around 550, and then use them to measure. Another very important thing is ensuring that your baking tins are of the right size. You remember that I told you guys that my baking tins are similar in size, but now I have just noticed that one is slightly bigger than the other. One is a 9-inch tin and the other one is a 10-inch tin, but I'm just going to find my way around them because it's not a very big difference. So about the tin sizes, when you're pouring your mixture, once you're done preparing your cake in the tin, the mixture should be somewhere halfway and not way above, because if it will be way above, it might crack. If it will be way below, it might itaungua. So it's very important to take note of that. Maybe something else that I find people making mistakes on is opening the door prematurely. Like as soon as you put your cake inside the oven, you tend to want to open the door and check it. That might also cause your cake to sink. So just ensure that you let the cake stay there until the timer rings. That is when now you can open and check your cake. So if by that time it won't be ready, you can then return it back because it would have hardened. So yeah, so that one is a tip that I would like to just give you guys. There are so many other things that it's also very important to consider when baking cake. If you Google it, I'm sure, guys, you can get some very, very helpful tips. And then another disclaimer, guys, there's a lot of talking in this video, like a lot, simply because I was being helped to do the chores around the house. Like my siblings are around, my cousin is around, my nanny is around. So that means that I was working with people and there's a lot of talking here and there, and it might look funny, especially at the part where the speed is quite high than usual. So kindly bear with me, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So please ensure that you watch until even the part whereby I'll be organizing the kitchen, because to me, that is the part that I really like the most. Like, I honestly love enjoying, and I hope that you guys will also enjoy those, me arranging the kitchen and the pantry as well, as much as I did. So once the cake was in the oven, it was time for us now to get the utensils out of the shelves, and I was being helped by my cousin Brian. And he has never helped me around the house. Okay, he has, but in front of the camera. He's actually very helpful. So you will see him laughing almost all through. I found it quite fun, maybe, or very interesting doing that in front of the camera. So he helped me, and I also had some other siblings who were picking the vyombo from the other side and taking them to the other side of the house. So basically, the utensils were being taken to the dining area, and since that space isn't enough, some of them went to the sitting room. So I'm not also going to show you guys all the bits of us removing everything. So, and even for each part, just know that we are removing everything. So I want to be able to show you detail by detail, but I'm sure you guys get it here. time to now ice the cake. Now, I'm sure you guys can see that my cake slightly got burnt, and that is because of the tin difference. Actually, just an extra inch um, means that you have to slightly adjust either the time or the temperature. And so you will notice that one cake isn't burned and one in the other tin, actually the smaller tin is the one that is, it's not so dark but it's burnt. But since I'm going to decorate it, I'm just going to peel some of the parts and then we decorate it. So let me just give you a spoiler. Decoration, the decoration part, okay, came out somehow fair. So you guys will be the ones to judge me, but let me just quickly take you through the process and then we will be done with that. So for the icing part, I did a bit of research after I was done doing this because that was quite zero experience. So I found out that the biggest mistake I did was I didn't peel off all the hard part. Like I was supposed to completely take it off smoothly and then I start icing. That would have given me a smoother and a more better finish than what I actually had. But I promise you guys, by the time we'll be celebrating our next milestone, I'll really come back with a very, very good, fine, and well decorated cake. Yeah. So, guys, I'm done with the cake and also I'm done removing everything from the kitchen. Now, just a comment on the cake. Hmm, it's my first time decorating and I chose to do it on camera, so I knew that I will have to own my mistakes in front of you guys. So, it was supposed to be a red velvet cake, but I didn't find the exact red velvet color, food color. So I went for the raspberry red or the tomato red, one of them. So it's actually, I can't call it a red velvet, but that is the outcome. The decoration is a bit shaky, but yeah. So but the cake is so sweet, honestly. Cake itu ni tamu as usual, but the problem is with the decoration and now the coloring. I didn't get the right one and I didn't want to postpone doing this, so we're gonna cut it tomorrow and then we're gonna show you the inside. It's so moist and it is sweet juu nimeonja hizo crumbs. Yeah, so that is it for that. I'll put it in the fridge ishikane tu na ikue, so that when we'll be having it itakuwa together, like people who bake cake understand what I'm saying. So I'll be adding straight to fumigate the kitchen. Yani tumetoa kila kitu. Whatever is remaining here is hii keki and just very few items, like it's complete. Yani na feel ni kama siku nilikuwa na moving hapa because even the pantry is completely empty. I've put everything on my dining table. Zimejaa tu hapo na zijatoshea, so anything else is on the other side of the sitting room. Zimejaa tu, yani there is no order, they're just there. So we're gonna work on them tomorrow, but for now I'll be fumigating it and then we sleep. So when we wake up, we will now work on the cleaning part. Now my only worry is kama hizo vitu nimetoa zimeenda na mende, and then now mimi I'll be cleaning it. I'll be cleaning the space. Nikirudisha hizo mende ziko huko zitarudi. Okay, it's not like ni mende mingi, but still I'm just so concerned juu I've seen quite a number, like not so many, but I've seen quite a number of them, and I don't want them to multiply. Anyway, that is it, guys. So let me take this into the fridge, and then I show you the product that I'll be using. I wish I was talking to you guys in real time. Like sasa ningekuwa nauliza nichukue product gani spray na huku hivi, but since I can't do that, I'll just show you what I have bought. I hope it's gonna get the job done, so let's do that. So guys, the product that I'm going to use, number one in the list is Molten Doom. Hii nilinunua ya kwanza because imechorwa mende and it's actually a crawling insect killer. So I guess it's not only for mende, it can also kill other insects, but my interest is on the mende. So that one, and then I wanted something else. I was thinking of something powdery, but that's one nilitumana, and someone bought me this Golan soluble concentrate. It's Amiran Golan concentrate. So ni ya kudilute. But now the problem is it's an insecticide. So ni ya kuua wadudu wengi. Hapa imechorwa nyanya and roses and arrows. So, but someone told me that dawa halitumia sasa kuua kunguni ilikuwa something for shamba. So, and it did well for kunguni. So I'm also assuming that since this one is for insects, it will do good for mende. So yeah, so I'm gonna do both of them. I just don't want to then isaki mende baki, that is it. So I'm actually a bit tired, so let me quickly just spray and then I go to sleep. We will leave it overnight, like I said. In the morning to pick up from there. Once again guys, the product that I'm using is the Molten Doom, the one that has the photo of a cockroach, the insecticide, and the Amiran Golan soluble concentrate. So I'm using both of them just in case one doesn't work. At least I get the other one will work, but actually they work. As soon as I notice a cockroach and I spray over it with the Molten, most of them were actually falling down. They were dying almost immediately. And I'm also being so keen, I'm only spraying the lower part so that I don't leave a lot of the poison scattering all over. So guys, it's in the morning and now it's time for me to clean all the shelves and the drawers and everything. Actually right now I'm being helped to wipe the pantry containers. I'm starting with the pantry so that we can remove most of the stuffs that are on the other side, because pantry stuffs are quite big, like they are bulky, so they have really cluttered the sitting room and the dining area. So we want to start with this base and then we put most of the stuffs back, because most of them add food. So we will just be wiping the containers. Someone is helping me do that, and then I personally want to wipe the shelves properly, like just to ensure that I get out most of the dawa that I used. And then now after that I'll let it sit down for a bit, and then we will organize everything here so that we start washing the utensils. So the goal is to ensure that maybe today we will be able to wipe everywhere, organize the pantry like with whatever is there, and then wash the utensils. If time will allow, we will organize it. If it won't allow, because it's a bit intense, it's a bit a lot of work, if it won't allow, we will let the utensils dry up and organize them tomorrow. So let's see what we will be able to handle. So when wiping the shelves and the counters and the drawers as well, I was thoroughly going in with a rag that I dipped in a water that had dishwashing liquid, like a lot of it, and then rinse it off with clean water, like again and again. You can tell that I'm actually a clean freak, because anytime I will remember that kuna dawa nilispray, I just want to go in back and back again. But that is just normal too, because I put food directly on the shelves and utensils as well. So again, I was so careful when spraying the shelves, like I said earlier. I didn't want the spray to scatter everywhere. I didn't spray the countertops. I didn't spray like everywhere randomly without noticing where the sprays go to. And that is something that will really guide me and also help me when I'm cleaning, so that I can, of course, I clean every other part, but I focus more on the parts that the spray went in.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. The laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild. The moonlight, summer sky, it was the best we ever had. And we'll stay young forever. We'll never have regrets. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from.
When I was cleaning the pantry together with the kitchen cabinets, my lady that always helps me around the house was wiping all the pantry containers and washing some of them, dusting off the baskets. And that really helped us because as soon as I was done, they were ready. And she helped me, she was handing them over to me for me to organize the pantry. And that really saved a lot of time. So at this point, my nanny, let's call her Mary, was cleaning the utensils. So I was organizing this rack so that I can get it ready for utensils drying. But we have a lot of utensils. Everything has to be cleaned. So we definitely have to make use of all the countertops. And so we're going to spread all our kitchen towels, mats, and everything, like everything that will fit to just help us dry the utensils on a clean surface. And for sure, we used everywhere, even the pantry top. We just spread most of the things there, and thanks to all that space, that is what actually made the utensils dry within a short time because we didn't clamp most of them. So now it was time for me to wipe the kitchen shelves, the remaining part of it, because I had already wiped the other side. So I'm only going to show you this one side. And now here I had to be even more intense because this is where I place my plates and my cups directly. So wiping and wiping again, I have tried to reduce it a little bit so you guys won't be able to see all the repetitions, but I cleaned this part and then now moved in to help my nanny with the utensils because there were so many. Honestly, one person can't be wasn't able to finish all that. I remember I've ever done this before. It was in December and I was actually all alone. The person that was supposed to help me was behind the camera, so we wouldn't be able to help each other. So I know the kind of work that this is, and yeah, so having someone to help you is actually a very good thing. Now the biggest challenge with my sink area is that we cannot wash two people at the same time because it's a bit small. So unless otherwise, but we can't all stand there, so we had to eventually take turns. So as soon as I was done wiping the shelves, I went there to wash the utensils, and then she was doing something else around the house. Actually, that is the time where she went to clean any other part of the house, and then now we kept on taking turns, and yeah, let's see how it goes.
speed to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
So it was my turn to wash the utensils, and these took quite a very long time. This was the time where I was considering my people on TikTok and Instagram who always tell me that they want to come and assist me to wash the utensils because that would have been a very big workforce or help. Anyway, so I don't like washing the utensils, but it is what it is. I have to get it done and just wash them. So this took basically around 4 to 5 hours, and since we cannot all wash these utensils at the same time, like concurrently, so we basically took the speed of one person. So imagine if it was just one person standing for all that time, touching water and washing. That is quite intense and quite a lot. But eventually we got it done, and that was actually one of the happiest things to finish on that day. Again, there was a lot of talking here. My sister was just staying there. My nanny was also seated there. So pardon me. This is the part where I was just talking all through and all through. So now we're on the third day of dealing with all these kitchen organization and everything. Now it's time. Most of the utensils have already like zimemwaga maji, so it's time for us to reorganize them back in the shelves. But honestly, it has really been kind of a lot of work, but now we are almost done. Actually, this is the part where I enjoy the most. I really love organizing spaces. So I think all the hard work has already passed. So hii ni kupanga tu, and then afterwards I'm just gonna take you through where I have organized everything around the kitchen and also in the pantry. But now my advice would be, if you're choosing to do a declutter, that maybe at hauna mind, you just want to remove everything and clean up, maybe this will just come in handy. If you have a lot of utensils, like for me, they are really like zimekuja zikawa mingi than usual. So you can always be working on just one shelf. Like you can decide to just work on a shelf that is only for plates and cups, wipe it, wash them, return them. Then another day work on the other one. That is if you don't have people to help you. Because honestly for me, I wouldn't this is the kind of work that I wouldn't wish to give it to maybe a cleaning company, because again, how sure am I that they will, like, you see, for me, I was so careful when I was spraying. I was just spraying the lower part only. I was not spraying the dawa all over. It was only on the lower section. So when I was wiping it, I was so sure that, of course, I was wiping everywhere, but I was so sure that most of the dawa had only settled on the lower part and not everywhere. Because now cleaning companies wanakujanga na maybe sometimes they can pump and then wanna spray too freestyle. So I didn't want to do that. And then again, wiping and cleaning, again, that is where I'm again rigid. That is the kind of work that I just want to do it, either me or the lady that always helps me around the house, because we will do it to our heart satisfaction. Yeah, but that is just my advice. So work on one shelf at a time. But if you have people to help you, like for me, honestly, I have been helped all through. If you have people to help you, then hiyo ndo ni, like, that is actually a very easy thing. You can just decide just 3 days or two. For some people, even one. Like if you have a lot of siblings around, or even kids who are big, you can do it together. Mmalize haraka haraka, mpanguze mbio mbio, and then mnazirudisha. Again, you guys don't record, so it's gonna be easy for you. Mine takes a bit longer because I have to record some parts for you guys. So let's get into the organization part. And then after that, I'll just show you my entire kitchen and where I place everything, because you guys already have an idea. I'll just take you through it. Okay, let's do that. Only God knows how I love organizing. Like, that is something that I really enjoy doing. I can organize things for as long as mimi bota nimeshiba. I can just organize things for as long as someone will ask me to organize, because I find it so easy. I can't say that I'm a perfect organizer, but I enjoy the process. So with my mugs, I don't actually line my shelves. I'm sure you guys have noticed that the shelves are smooth. You can just clean them and wipe them and just organize your things directly. So personally, I don't want to use the papers, because I personally feel like those papers attract that dust easily. So what happens? Will I be getting them out and cleaning them instead of just removing the caps and just wiping the space, or what exactly? So I don't want all that process of using those kind of papers, because again, my shelves are white. So if I notice any kind of dirt, I can easily just see it and wipe it off. So that is why I just place my things directly on the shelves. So for the spices and any other stuff for beverages and any other kind of sauce, I was wiping them using a towel that I've dipped it in vinegar water. So it was just wringing the towel and giving it a quick wipe and returning them back into the shelf. I ordered flowers when I was almost done with everything. I actually associate flowers with spaces that are so clean, smelling good, and all that. So immediately when I was almost done, I remembered that I need a flower because the ones that I had already withered kitambo. And peep my cat. My cat is actually always around me. Always. Sometimes it just doesn't get into the camera, but most of the time inakwanga tu hapo karibu. I really love her so much. So guys, that is the end of everything. So I'll shortly take you through the quick tour of where a wider tour of where I placed everything, because I'm sure you guys just saw them in close up. But these all processes actually taken 2 days, like almost three, because the first day ilikuwa around 10 p.m. That is when we removed everything and then took a fumigate. And then yesterday is when we now came and wiped all the shelves, washed the utensils. It took time, and remember, you guys didn't see the people who are here. People really helped me. My lady who always comes here and helped me, honestly, bless her, because she really helped. Like, come as here, I would have done the same thing I did last time, because then she wasn't here. So I did everything alone, although vyombo haikuwa as much as they are now. So we completed that. Today, we've spent the day, although we started a bit late, but we've spent most part of the day just organizing everything back, and it really feels good to see everything back in place and feeling the you just feel fresh. Everywhere smells good, honestly, and sijaona cockroach hata moja once I was done placing everything back. But honestly, guys, if any of you knows any solution of any product that will just make the cockroaches completely yani zisiwahi kuja huku, I really appreciate you guys. And something else, I forgot to cut the cake with you guys, so we're going to do it immediately after I show you around, and then that will be it, guys. So let's go. Actually, the cake is to celebrate 10,000 on Instagram. So guys, thank you so much for 10,000 on Instagram. If you haven't followed me there, please do. So let's proceed, and let me take you around. That is what I wanted to say, and then we finish off. So guys, let's start with this part. So over here I have the spices, like all the spices for me to just get them out easily when I'm cooking. And then up here I basically have breakfast stuffs and the sauces as well, and beverage stuffs too. So let's move to this other side. So I'm going to just do the upper part first, and then we check on the ones below. So this is where I put my cups. I'm yet to just fill them properly, but for now that is how it looks. Up here, all the glasses for juice, wine glasses, hapo ndo ziko. So on this other side, we are having plates. So all my plates are organized right here. So plates, cups, so that is it. Also, I'm yet to also fill this place. We will do that later. So let's move to this upper drawer. So over here I have all the extra tins, the water bottles, the jugs, my flask as well. So most of the stuffs here are not always constantly used, especially the tins. Those ones are they're for packing food, but for the water bottles we use them constantly, and the jugs as well. So moving to this part over here, this is where we have any extra pantry container that is not currently being used. We need to do a bit of stocking. That is on the upper part. And then on this lower part, I'm having all the containers for storing my food in the fridge. And on this end over here, I'm having everything that goes to, like everything that I use for my, like my juicer is there, my juicer items is there, and also this one here, the one for whisking. So here I have my microwave, and over here I have the base for my blender, and then on this other part I'm having my toaster. So down below, let's go down here. So on this drawer right here, this is where I store my foils, all these dustbin papers, ziploc, straws, so that they can be easily accessible. So this is where they are. Then let's move to this one right here. So over here I store my containers for juices. I store my these other ones. They're all, like, let's just say in short, all my containers for juicing, they come up here, and for milk as well. And the ones that have the straws at the end there, I have the chopping boards, and down below I'm having my trays and also the baking tins. So that is it for that side. So let's move to this other side. So let's start from here. Now this is where I place my serving pots, extra glasses for my juice and water, and then my blender as well. And then down here, this is the place that has my sufurias, like all my cooking pots. And then at the back, any extra thing, like and that is just it, like cooking pots basically, and sufuria, all that. Yeah. So let's move to this drawer right here. So this is the drawer that has all my spoons basically. So it's a spoon drawer, nothing much to say about that. So down below we have any extra thing apart from serving spoons, all the sieves, and anything else, any tiny items that I use around the kitchen. Yeah, so those ones are here, even the muikos. Yeah. So and then down below, now this place is a bit empty right now, but by the time that I'll be uploading this video, I'll have hopefully I would have put all the towels here. I washed them earlier on and they have not dried up, so all my kitchen towels are always organized here. And then over here, this is where I place my lids for the fridge containers, some of the pantry containers, and all that. But basically this space is just for the kitchen towels. Yeah, so this part here is empty. It's still empty because I had a problem with my sink area. So my gas is here, but this section is actually empty. So I haven't been able to store anything because the area was still leaking. And so once it's completely fixed, that is when I'll start storing my things here. So I'm planning to store cooking pots and such kind of bulky items over here. So yeah guys, so my fridge is there. So that is it for the kitchen area. So we move to the pantry. So for the pantry area, this section over here, the first line over here, rice, unga, and then up there I have my beans. Then when we come here, that's a basket for storing some goodies or for picnics and all that. Then over here, cereals, my baking flour, and then this section here has everything else, like from, as you can see, this one is unga wimbi, tea leaves, sugar, and yeah, all that. So on this last section, I have some extra baskets. And then over here, this is the place where I'm not sure whether you guys can see, I need to do some bit of restock. This is the section where I always put my, what do you call it, like all these kind of cereals, and then biscuits, snacks generally, and also a bit of spaghetti and all that. So honestly, my pantry need a bit of restock because it's somehow, or let me say, it's somehow empty. Now let's come to the place down below. So on this lower part, I always store my milk there, and then down there my vinegar. So over here, this is the section, this section is the area where I always put my unpacked items, like any extra packet of any kind of flour comes here. Anything that hasn't been unpacked goes to this section. My eggs are right here. And then down below, that is the place where I always place my potatoes and all these unripe bananas. So that is the section for that. So let's move quickly to this other further area. So over here I have any extra organizers that I'm not using currently, but I'm planning to use them. So they're just that. And now let me take you guys to this section here. This is the section that it's the only area that I have these kind of what do we call them, cabinets. They are lockable because On this further area, this is where I have my cat food and all the cat items, cat litter and everything. And then up there, I have some extra containers that I don't use. And then on this section here, this is where I have all my detergents, like kitchen detergents, toilet detergents, all that, dishwashing liquids, and even the everything, like I mean everything cleaning is here, all the sprays and all that. So those are the items that are here. So on the final part, we have these drawers over here. This is the last thing in the pantry that I'm going to show you. So in these drawers, so right here, this is the area where I store all my shopping bags. All of them are here. And down here, this second one has all my extra tissue towels, extra serviettes, extra cleaning sponge, extra any kind of an extra item, extra kitchen hand gloves. Like most people have really been asking for this. I got them from Carrefour, and it's also at Naivas. And then down below, this is the area where I store all my extra cleaning stuffs. Like over here, I have my steel wool, extra super brights, extra cleaning materials, and even window cleaning materials. So they're organized here. So this is the last drawer, guys. So it's time to cut the cake, guys. The cake honestly was so good and so moist. It has been in the fridge tangu juzi usiku, so it's a bit hard. But when we took it even later, it was so good, so moist, so sweet. Honestly, so perfect. So the only problem was on the decoration. So the wine part is just to celebrate everything that we've done. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching till the end. Thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your week.